So good evening, everybody. So can we start the meeting?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. We can start.
Yeah. Aarti?
Yes, ma'am.
You can give the
Can you
welcome.
hear me?
Yeah, it's audible. It's audible.
Okay, fine. So good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
On
Good evening,
behalf
ma'am.
of Coimbatore Management Association, I welcome everyone for this virtual meeting. So today, Dr. R. Ben Rubin is here with us to give a speech on sustainability in industry 4.0 green business practices. So, to tell about the speaker, Dr. R. Ben Rubin is an associate professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering at Sri Krishna College of Engineering and Technology. So, Dr. Ben Rubin is currently working as an associate professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering at Sri Krishna College of Engineering and Technology, Coimbatore. With a strong academic background and extensive research experience, he brings a wealth of knowledge to his current role. Prior to joining Sri Krishna College of Engineering and Technology, Dr. Ben Rubin held the position of Senior Research Fellow in a DST SERB sponsored project at National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli, where he also completed his PhD during this time. He actively contributed to cutting edge research initiatives in the field of sustainable manufacturing. He is an alumnus of PSG College of Technology, Coimbatore, where he completed both his post-graduation and undergraduation in production engineering and industrial engineering. His educational background laid a strong foundation for his subsequent efforts in academics and research. His research interests encompass a wide range of topics within the realm of sustainable manufacturing and environmental engineering. Specifically, his expertise includes sustainable manufacturing, environmental friendly manufacturing process, Green Six Sigma, life cycle assessment, and circular economy. Through his scholarly pursuits, he aims to address pressing environmental challenges and promote sustainable practices within the manufacturing of service organizations. He has also worked with several leading manufacturing industries and has helped them to reap benefits by deploying Lean and Six Sigma strategies. So Dr. Ben Rubin is also a prolific author, having published numerous research articles and book chapters in renowned international journals. His contributions to the academic community extend beyond publishing, as he also serves as a reviewer for leading international journals and has attended prominent international conferences in different countries. So this is all about Dr. Ben Rubin. So now the platform is open to you, sir. You can carry on with your talk.
Thank you, Dr. Aarti, ma'am. In fact, that was a very brief presentation and introduction. Fine, ma'am. So, can I share the screen right now?
Yes,
Yeah,
you can share.
Yeah, sure. Fine. I hope it's visible, ma'am, the screen.
Yeah, it's visible. It's visible.
Yeah, ma'am.
Clear.
Visible, sir.
Fine. Okay, ma'am. So, I just start the session. Fine. So, good evening, one and all. So, as ma'am mentioned, I am Dr. R. Ben Ruben. I'm working as an assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Coimbatore. And the topic what I have chosen for today's discussion is sustainability in Industry 4.0, green business practices. Okay. So, this is one of the most emerging topics, and it's one of the need of the hour, considering the present political and as well as the conditions in which the world is moving on. Okay, so you all know about this climate change, and we also had our G20 conference which held in India during the last year. So the main motto was to provide a better living space for the tomorrow. Okay, so for that, sustainability is one of the most important tools. Okay, and we all know right now we are in the fourth industrial revolution. So we usually call it as a term Industry 4.0. So how to club this sustainability and Industry 4.0 technologies and to improve the business practices. Okay, so to make as it is a word, we can use the term green business practices. Okay, so how to enable organization or an industry to make their business practices more green and sustainable with the aid of the tools which are presently used in Industry 4.0 scenario. Okay, so this is how the presentation is going to be, and it's like moreover a techno management topic. Okay, it's not completely management kind of thing. So we used to involve certain technological concepts also. Fine. So in between, if you find anything if you're not able to catch it up, or maybe if you're not understanding the things what I am relating, maybe you can stop in between and you can immediately you can post your question. Fine. So with this, we'll just I'll move on to the topic. Fine. So this is the prelude. We are going to discuss about industrial revolution, Industry 4.0, the concept of sustainability and green business practices. Fine. So with this, we just get into the concept of Industry 4.0. So I hope everyone you will be having an idea about what Industry 4.0 is basically about. Okay. So in today's world, like everywhere, we are discussing about the concept of Industry 4.0. Industry 4.0 is nothing but, in a whole, it discusses about the fourth industrial revolution. Okay, so you all know about the concept of industrial revolution. Maybe you might have learned in your lower classes in your schools, or maybe in history and geography. So how the East India Company visited India. Okay, so that was the time when the industrial revolution got started. Okay, so anyway, I'll just give you a brief rehearse of what industrial revolution actually is. Okay, so industrial revolution is nothing but it is the phase which transformed the look or the process of an industry. Okay, so before industrial revolution, so industrial revolution, first industrial revolution exactly started during the year 1764. Okay, so that was the first phase of the industrial revolution. So before that, we didn't have a proper setup for an industry. Okay, so if you want to have an industry, you can just start it in your home, or a set of people can work. So what was the main problem was there was no proper procedures or operating standards for an industry. Okay, so there was no age limit, working hours were not there, and proper wage distribution was also not there. Okay, so it was more like a skill-based skill-based employment. Okay, so it's maybe now if you look like whatever, irrespective of the skill of a person, if he is given proper training, he might be accommodated in an industry. But during that period, it was like moreover a craft or a skilled kind of work. Okay, so that was the first industrial revolution. So it happened during the year 1760 and it lasted for around 100 years. Okay, so here the major breakthrough was the invention of steam engine. Okay, so steam engine was the major breakthrough. So how the industrial revolution was, it impacted the society was small scale industries and cottage industries were transformed into large factories, and it also led to increased productivity, urbanization, and other things. Okay, so it was one of the important, significant. It brought a social change, which which was the backbone for emergence of working class and labor movements. Okay, so this was the takeaway for the first industrial revolution. So the second industrial revolution took place in the year 1860 exactly. Okay, so the major breakthrough was the invention of electricity. Okay, so the first industrial revolution, it was steam engine. Now it was the turn for electricity. So while this electricity was invented, a lot of machineries, lot of factories, and lot of other complex and robust machines or techniques which were operated using electricity were brought on to practice. Okay, so now industry was shaping into a one more transformation. Okay, so it was like a better place to work. So it had the sophisticated machines, and the chances for urbanization and globalization were, it was open during the second industrial revolution. Okay, and this was one of the most important phases of second industrial revolution. Okay, again, and this lasted for around 40-50 years. And again, during the third industrial revolution, okay, it started in the year 1940 exactly. So here, automation was one of the major uh, uh, takeaways. Okay, so since the automation was possible, we had an opportunity to link the hardwares and machines, and using certain softwares and other virtual things and all. Okay, so with this, we had a process. We had a process of automating the things. Okay, so this was the third industrial revolution, and this lasted up to the year 2000. And after that, it gave scope for the fourth industrial revolution. That is the current technologies. Okay, so wherever you go, you could see the term industrial 4.0, industry 4.0, all those things. Okay, so you might think, what is this industry 4.0 exactly? Industry 4.0 just refers to the fourth phase of the industrial revolution, but it has a lot of technological and other related things which comprises of an industry 4.0 technique. Okay, so even though you run an industry, so you should have all these technologies to make yourself fit for surviving in an industry 4.0 scenario. Okay, so what are the major things? So IoT, I think you might have heard about this term, this concept or this technique very often. Internet of Things. It's just linking certain devices with other machines with the help of an internet facility or a data exchange. Okay, so maybe now we have technologies like you can operate your logs from your mobile phone. You can see your CCTV cameras. You can give access to your mobiles, sorry, to your automobiles. Okay, so all these things is possible with the help of Internet of Things. Okay, so this is one of the most important challenging, technologies of Industry 4.0. And second one is big data analytics. Okay, so this is one of the most prominent technologies of Industry 4.0. So everywhere you go, so now we are speaking about this term called as data. So we have a large, enormous amount of data. With this amount of data, so what you can do is possibly you can derive insights, and you can possibly maybe you can analyze even a behavior with the help of this available data. Okay, so for this, we need a separate data storage management system, a data cleansing system, a data warehouse, a data processing center. So all those things are associated with data. Okay, so big data and analytics is helpful for analyzing large volumes of data and to derive insights. Okay, so this is one of the major tools for Industry 4.0. Next one is artificial intelligence and machine learning. So this is nothing but you are making your machine to learn about data and how to make an efficient decision with the help of the available data. So this concept is called as artificial intelligence and machine learning. And robotics and automation, although it's not a completely Industry 4.0 technology, it is undergone a transformation from the third revolution to fourth revolution. Okay, so robotics has a major role to play. Okay, so where and all some tasks in which human or manpower can't perform such things, all those things are done with the help of robots and automation. Okay, so this is one of the things. And additive manufacturing. Additive manufacturing is called as 3D printing. So this is about building certain products based on layers and digital designs. Okay, so earlier we had practice like technologies like molding or casting and all. Okay, so now it is being replaced by additive manufacturing. The advantage of this additive manufacturing is there is no need to use a die. Basically, you are getting a design, your product or any kind of an essential with the help of certain assemblies and design. In additive manufacturing, you can completely eliminate all those things. So once if you are having a digital image, it is possible to build a product based on the digital image. Okay, so that is the core concept of additive manufacturing. So that is also one of the important technologies. And last one is cyber security. So since we are dealing with a lot of data, so what kind of cyber physical systems we are having to ensure the security of the data? Okay, so all those things should be determined. And these are the main technologies, or these are the main techniques which help to build an industry 4.0 system. Okay, so someone asks you what is industry 4.0. So if you're running an industry and you are operating all these technologies, so that will help you to make yourself fit for an industry 4.0 thing. Okay, so anyway, if you're having a basic understanding about all these tools and the related technologies, so it will be better to make a proper decision. Okay, so since you are all posting your MBA, so you will be in a situation to make an effective decision under uncertainty. Okay, so what do you mean by an uncertain situation? So uncertain situation means you're not knowing about the outcome of the event. Okay, so in such situations, how to make an effective decision. Fine. So for such instances, all these technologies will be aiding you to make a proper decision. Okay, so that's one of the core takeaways of this industry 4.0. Fine. So with this, we'll enter into the topic of yeah. So this is also one of the impact of industry and businesses. So how this industry 4.0 has helped to revolutionize the business. Okay. So the first one is the emergence of smart factories. Okay. So smart factory is nothing but if you're having a factory, you're having a proper internet connection, and if you're connecting the machines with the help of IoT sensors or even any kind of real-time monitoring system, so that becomes a smart factory. Okay, so you have to have a proper physical infrastructure for developing or transforming your factory into a smart factory. Okay, so this is one of the impact which has business. And second one is predictive maintenance. Okay, so this is completely done with the help of data. When you are feeding your system with a proper data, so the data or the system will be helpful in predicting all those equipment failures or when to schedule and maintenance and all those things. Okay, so that mainly comes under the concept of predictive maintenance. Then mass customization. Okay, so leveraging digital technologies. Okay, so all those things will be possible. Okay, so for multiple, so you might have heard about the topic called as mixed model manufacturing. Okay, so for an industry, if they want to have a mix of products, or if they want to show some variation between the products they manufacture, that is possible with the help of industry 4.0. And supply chain optimization. Okay, so you all know about the concept of supply chain, I believe. Okay, so supply chain is nothing but how the product reaches to you from a supplier. Okay, so usually a supply chain will be having players like supplier, manufacturer, distributor, retailer, and customer. So, what kind of activities or what kind of flow is getting transformed between all these players? That is the main core concept of supply chain. And you can optimize the supply chain with the help of IoT and data analytics devices. Okay. And last one is work augmentation. Okay. So, we have a concept called as cobots, that is collaborative robots. And this with the help of artificial intelligence. So this will be helping you to perform the tasks more efficiently and safe. Okay. So in case if you're running a business and you want to make your processes even more better and in terms of efficiency and other kind of innovation, you could follow these kind of technologies or these kind of techniques. Fine. So industry 4.0 techniques is about the tools. And with the help of tools, how you're going to transform your business. Okay. So all those things are some of the important takeaways of industry 4.0 and its impact on industries and businesses. Okay. So industry 4.0, finally the point which I mentioned in the bottom. So it summarizes the point. So industry 4.0 revolutionizes the business by driving efficiency, customization, innovation, and agility. Fine. So however, it is also presents related challenges to cybersecurity, workforce transformation, and ethical considerations. Okay, so you have to take care of all these concepts. Okay, so businesses that usually that prove themselves successful navigate these challenges and embrace digital transformation to stand in a gain to attain competitive advantage. Okay, so even though all these technologies and all these setups are cost incurring, but definitely it will be yielding you a better efficiency while if you go for deployment of all these things. Okay, so that's the core outcome of industry 4.0. Fine. So next one is sustainability. Okay, so you might have heard about this term called as sustainability. Okay, so I'm going to just project this term sustainability from two different perspectives. So one is from the perspective of an English dictionary. Okay, so you all know about the term called as sustain. So what do you mean by sustain? Sustain means it's just an ability to continue or to be continued for a long time, to stay. Okay, so that's why they're using the term called as sustain. So how much time you can sustain, or how to sustain a certain practice. Okay, so all these things are some of the terms related to a general sustainability, which you can find in the dictionary. The meaning is about ability to continue or to stay for a long time. Okay, so the sustain, sustainability, sustainable, sustainably, all these things are different forms of your sentences. That means a verb, a noun, or adjective, or adverb. Okay, so this is the dictionary meaning or a linguistic meaning for the term sustainability. So now we'll discuss about the topic what is for our consideration, that's called as sustainability. Okay, so how this term sustainability got emerged was, it was during the year 1970. Okay, so that was the time when the United Nations wanted to categorize the indicators for certain performance metrics like environment, economy, and society. Okay, so they were in the process of collecting the indicators that would measure the impact of environment, economy, and society over a business. Okay, so after this, they termed they coined this term called as sustainability. Okay, so exactly what sustainability means is it refers to the ability to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Okay, so this is the standard definition for sustainability, which you can find it in the United Nations Brundtland Commission, which was passed in the year 1987. Okay, so again, I'll just read out the definition. Sustainability refers to the ability to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations. That means how to meet the needs of the future, how to meet the needs of the present without compromising the needs of the future. Okay, so that is the core definition for sustainability. So it has three main indicators. Okay, so the three main indicators of sustainability are environment, economy, and society. Okay, so if you talk about sustainability, it is a combination of all these three indicators: environment, economy, or society. Okay, so first we'll see about the environmental sustainability. Okay, so environmental sustainability deals about the practices which involves about minimizing the pollution, reducing the waste, conserving the energy, natural resources, using renewable energy, all these things, and about reducing the greenhouse gas. So whatever things you do for protection of the environment, all these things will be coming under the category of environmental sustainability. Okay, so this is one of the most vital aspect in today's business. If you want to run a business, so definitely you have to produce an environmental sustainability report. If you take most of the automobile industries, they'll be releasing this as a magazine for at the end of each financial year. Okay, so it has a very much higher impact on the society and as well as on the environment. So you have to briefly discuss about what are your main raw material consumption, water consumption, power consumption, and how you make your processes green. Okay, so all these things are comprised inside the term environmental sustainability. And next one is social sustainability. So this is about how to it is about mainly about the concern of well-being of the community, or maybe individual or a person, or human rights, services, and opportunity. Okay, so it is about how you are going to engage a community and you're going to empower them, and how you're going to respect their culture. Okay, so, and to promote ethical business practices. All these things will be coming under the term social sustainability. And last one is economic sustainability. It's mainly about maintaining a stable and thriving economy. Okay, so how to promote long-term economic growth, prosperity, and how to make your system more resilient. Okay, so all those things comes under economic sustainability. Under all these three sustainability indicators, we have certain metrics. With the help of those metrics, we can able to measure the index of environment, society, and economy. Okay, so for this we have certain performance evaluation models, or we also use the application of certain MCDM tools, that is multi-criteria decision making tools for finding the values of environment, society, and economic factors. Okay, so all these things will be covered or will be manifested inside the concept of sustainability. Okay, so now I think you will be having a basic idea what is meant by sustainability. Okay, so how to create a better environment or how to create a balance between environment, economy, and society. This is called as sustainability. Fine. And next one is about, yeah. So what are the industry 4.0 based sustainable business models? So this is the main part of our session. Okay. So what are the technologies or what are the tools that will help to make your business more sustainable? Okay. So why I am using the term sustainable business models is, so this is one of the main core concept that most of the industries are following right now. A sustainable business. That means how to make your business green, how to make your business such that it improves the GDP, and how to make your business such that it also enables or it covers the societal aspects of your concern. Okay, so either it could be a product-based industry or a service-based industry. So the sustainable business models or practices is one of the most important factors that would make you in a better place inside the market. Okay, so these are some of the technologies. And what I'm going to do is I'll briefly explain about each and every technique. We have around 10 different business models. Okay, so we'll start with the first. The first one is smart manufacturing for sustainability. So already we discussed about this term regarding the smart factory and all. Okay, so smart manufacturing or smart management is about using of all those industry 4.0 techniques. What I called, we named certain techniques like industry 4.0, sorry, IoT, cyber physical systems, cloud computing, data analytics, automation, artificial intelligence. Okay, so how to involve all these technologies for a manufacturing process or a decision making process. So this particular term is called as smart manufacturing or smart management. Okay, so this includes real-time monitoring of energy consumption, predictive maintenance, maybe digital twins. Digital twins is one of the most recent technologies that we are that most of the industries are practicing. Okay, so it is nothing but if you just imagine a product-based industry. Okay, so they are manufacturing a product. Maybe you can take an example of a mobile phone or even a bike. Okay, so in a traditional manufacturing setup, we used to have a prototype, maybe a prototype built made up of bags or plastic, which actually has the same design features of an actual component. Okay, so with the help of that prototype, they will be going for undergoing the analysis and maybe testing and all such things and all. Okay, but now they have replaced that prototype with the help of digital twins. Okay, so digital twins means it is actually a virtual prototype of your component. Okay, so you are not going to physically produce or make that product, make a prototype, but virtually you are making a prototype and you can make or you can test whatever features on the prototype. Okay, so that will directly reflect on the actual component. So that is called as a digital twin. Okay, so all these things are some of the technologies which support smart manufacturing. Okay, so this is one of the first important business models of green practices. Okay, so what a smart factory comprises of, it could be having the technologies of simulation, virtual reality, additive manufacturing, big data, cloud, artificial intelligence. Okay, so all these things will encompass of a smart factory. Okay, so how to efficiently use all these technologies, that's the part. Okay, so for example, if you are running a business which would give you a very few turnout in terms of monetary benefits, there is no use in going for huge investment on all these technologies. Okay, so here is the place you have to act wise. Okay, so you just understand your business process completely and which industry 4.0 technology is very vital for your process. Okay, so maybe simulation is one of the most vital products, means you go on with simulation. Okay, so or else maybe if the product does not require an artificial intelligence kind of setup, maybe you can neglect that one and you can just make use of the technology that would support your business. Okay, so that is the area where you have to be wise. Okay, so that is one of the first important factors or enablers of sustainability 4.0. And second one is the most important thing, that is circular economy platforms. So first you should understand about what is the difference between a linear economy and circular economy. Okay, so while looking at the image over here, you could get a possible interpretation of this linear economy and circular economy. Okay, So in linear economy, it is about buy, use, dispose, make, use, dispose. So that's the maybe the tagline for linear economy. So the manufacturer is going to produce the product, you are going to consume that product, you're going to use it, and once the useful life is done, you are just throwing away the product. Okay, so this is considered to be a waste. That is after the disposal, I'm telling. Okay, so for each product we have certain disposal scenarios. Okay, so for certain products we'll be using this landfill method. For certain products you'll be going for incineration. For certain products you'll be going for again recycling. Okay, so all these things will be coming under linear economy. But circular economy is, it's just, you are just going to make the end process, that is from waste, again you're going for production. Okay, so here how the circle or how the connection will be is, it will be like production, distribution, consumption, reuse, recycle. Okay, so you might have heard about the concept of 3R and 6R. So reduce, reuse, recycle, all those things. Okay, so these are the main systems or the technologies which will be enabling a circular economy. Okay, so how to make your business circular? So that is one of the challenging part. Okay, so how to make your business model circular is, you have to develop digital platforms, or maybe if you are working in an analog environment, you make a buyback policy with your customers, or you make certain active centers which has direct contact with the customer, so that they can collect back the component from them once the useful life is over. Okay, so now you can imagine certain things. Maybe you are using a mobile phone. Okay, so what you're doing, once if you want, you have decided to change that mobile, if that mobile is working, what you will do, maybe you will be going for returning back that mobile, and maybe you could go for an exchange. If the mobile is not working, maybe you will be reworking, or for whatever price it comes, you will be selling that mobile and you'll be buying a new one. Okay. So now what exactly happens is, in some cases, the mobile will be gone to trash. In some cases, there's a possibility such that might be reworked, and the problem might be rectified. Okay. So now this is actually what a circular economy business model will be working like. So once when the useful life of a product is over, okay, so maybe the manufacturing unit could collect back the used products from the customers. Okay, and what are the possibilities to make that particular product into a workable feature? All those things should be done, and again the product should be brought out into the market. Okay, so this is the concept of circular economy. And the main advantage of this one is, we are going to conserve, or the resource consumption is going to brought down in a very huge number by using this concept. Okay, so resource consumption is happening. Then this thing, we are also reducing the carbon footprint, and all those things associated with the environmental factors is being presented over here. Okay, so we can take an example of this Apple laptops and Apple mobile phones in US. Okay, so what Apple has is, we have a separate market for Apple products in a refurbished condition. Okay, so it has a market same as that of a new product, new products. Okay, so it's very familiar in US. So where you very easily you can get a refurbished mobile phone or a laptop. So what the company actually does is, again it goes for a buyback policy. Okay, so once the useful life is over, it gets back its products. It's going to dismantle them. So they are checking whether which product has to be changed, or which feature has to be enhanced. And while after performing all these things, the product is again brought on into the market. Okay, so this is how a circular model for an app will work. And while looking at the statistics over here, in the year 2021, so nearly 12.2 million devices which were recycled were actually sent to the new owners. Okay, and again, nearly 20% of the materials which was used in Apple phones were recycled. Okay, so this is one of the important concerning factors, such that we are not going to harm the environment by extracting the natural resources. Okay, and these are again some of the important statistics. Okay, so 45% of certified recycled rare earth materials. Rare earth materials are some of the materials like lithium, which is used inside your mobile phones and other things. Okay, so this is a rare earth. Why we call it as a rare earth material is, it could those materials could be deployed only for a certain time. Okay, so after that it could be become obsolescence. Okay, so such materials, so nearly 45% of such materials were recycled, and 30% of tin was recycled, and 13% of cobalt was recycled. Okay, and even gold in your batteries and other circuits, you'll be using a bit of gold for building those structures, and even gold was also recovered and it was also used in the one of the subsequent products. Okay, so these are some of the important breakthrough what Apple was able to fetch with the help of circular economy. Okay, so while coming into our country, so right now we are in the very base stage of circular economy. In agriculture, we were practicing this technique for a very long time. Okay, for example, once after your cultivation and other things, the waste and all you will be burning it, and that burnt will be used as a fertilizer or even maybe a manure for certain again plants and these things. So this is just a circularity of things. Okay, so the same thing we are going to deploy for a product or an industry. So what kind of infrastructure or facility our country has to develop? Okay, so all those things are one of the challenging areas. Okay, so maybe you could concentrate on if you want to build up a circular economy or circular business model. You just this is one of the important areas what you could work on. Okay, so students who have opted operations management, you could maybe consider this one of your this as one of your projects. Okay, so how to develop a circular business model. Okay, and this is one of the important thing. And next one is supply chain transparency and traceability. Again, here we are going to learn about the concept called as blockchain or blockchain technology. Okay, so this is also one of the frequently used terms. Blockchain. What is a blockchain? Okay, so blockchain is nothing but a decentralized distribution ledger. Okay, so that is nothing but a collection of factual information. Okay, so decentralized ledger that enables secure and transparent record keeping of transactions across a network of computers. Okay, so this is basically a storehouse which is linked with different ledgers, and it is connected with the help of a virtual chain. So that's why we are calling it as a blockchain. So this is mainly used for tracking or transparent record keeping of transactions. Okay, so blockchain. So while if you deploy this blockchain technology for supply chain networks, you could possibly arrive at better transparency and traceability. Okay, this is also one of the important features of green business models. And next one is product as a service, PaaS. Okay, so now, very frequently you might have heard this term, PaaS. That means product as a service. So this is just about shifting from a traditional ownership based business models to service based models. Okay, so you are a service product provider and you are going to rent or lease your service. Okay, so this encourages product longevity, incentives for manufacturers, and it also promotes resource efficiency and waste reduction. So this is a product as a service. So how this product is used as a service? Okay, so we have certain services which are used as a subordinates of product as a service. First one is software as a service. Okay, so you all know about this term, SaaS, software as a service. Okay, so it is one of the important structures. Like if a company owns a software application, okay, so they can rent it on subscription basis or on a recurring fee to the customers who want to use it. Okay, with the help of an internet, we can or with the help of certain login credentials, you can use that software. Okay, so this is about using software as a service. Next one is transportation as a service. So this is mainly used for logistics and other kind of activities, or maybe also used for passenger transport also. Okay, so if you see this Uber, Ola, all these things all will be coming under transportation of a service. Okay, so you are going to pay per use, and it allows customers to access vehicles or transportation whenever required. Okay, so that is called as TAS, transportation of service. And next one is hardware as a service. So hardware as a service, it provides hardware equipments or products on a subscription basis or used based pricing models to customers. For example, if you're having a sophisticated machinery, a 3D printer, or maybe a scanning machine, or an electron microscope, or even a testing facility, all these things you can rent or lease it on certain basis, money basis. Okay, so now this service what you are offering comes under the category of hardware as a service. Fine. So this you can use as one of the product as a service, and last one is healthcare as a service. Okay, so this is also using the term HAS. So it's about how to provide healthcare solutions and how to come up with the outcome-based pricing model. Okay, so enabling patients and healthcare providers to access the services. Okay, so maybe if you're having a biomedical facility or if you're having any medical devices, so how to provide a service with the help of your available resources. Okay, so similarly, we have a lot of services. Okay, so this is just one of the most basic services. So still we have certain other facilities also. Maybe you could add those things in the future, or you could discuss while surfing on the net. Okay, so these are some of the basic PAS models. Okay, fine. And next one is about energy management solutions. So I'll just wind it up in another 5 minutes. So energy management solutions. So why we are speaking about energy management is in the future, most of the business practices will be facing a huge challenge about managing the energy properly. So now we have this electricity, power, and other kind of supportive devices which will help you to run an industry. But it won't be the same in the forthcoming days also. Maybe you should be shifting on to finding alternate energy solutions or any kind of smart energy management services. Okay, so all those things will be mainly concentrating on minimizing your power consumption. Okay, so how to consume less power or how to go for alternate power. Okay, maybe you could go for a solar power or any other power generator from non-renewable resources. Okay, those kind of things will be followed in the future. So this comes under energy management solutions and digital platforms for sustainable procurement. Okay, so this is nothing but you're going to create an online platform or a marketplace which will be connecting different buyers and suppliers and customers. So already we are having these platforms, and maybe you could considerably see an increasing number of platforms in the future. Okay, so and the next one is about green logistics and transportation. So we have discussed a lot about this thing. So how to make your logistic practices green. So that means how to optimize your route such that you are reducing the emission, you are reducing the environmental impacts, and how to consume minimal fossil fuel, or how to go for a battery-based vehicles that could be used for transportation, and how to optimize your route. Okay, all those things will be discussed using this green logistics and transportation solutions. Right? And the last one is about digital agriculture and precision farming. Okay, so India is an agricultural country, and we all know it has a huge market, or it has a huge share in our country's economy. Okay, so how to make your agriculture process even more effective, and how to help our farmers to provide a better solution, or to provide or to yield better crops. Okay, and this is done with the help of digital agriculture. Okay, so maybe we can use technologies of IoT for precision irrigation systems, pest management, soil monitoring sensors, and data-driven decision supports. Okay, so all these things will be helpful for the farmers and agriculturists to make their process even more sustainable and to produce even more precision farming. And last one is sustainable urban development solutions. So this is right now we are following in most of the cities are following. Okay, so we are in the process of transforming our cities into digital cities and smart cities. Okay, so how to transform our place into a city or a smart city or an digital city with the help of the technologies, with the help of IoT infrastructure, with the help of maybe a proper waste management system. Okay, so for all these things, we need certain Industry 4.0 technologies which will be enabling you to provide all these features. Okay, so this will help you to develop a sustainable urban development solution. So this is basically about a town planning or city plan. Okay, so how to improve the infrastructure of a city, or how to make your city smarter. Okay, so you might have heard this term, smart city, smart city. Smart city means with the help of all those smart devices, how you're making your place a better place to live. Okay, so all those things will be coming under sustainable business development solutions. Okay, so fine. So with this, I will just conclude the part. So the main thing is what we have discussed is about these 10 technologies. Okay, so Industry 4.0 based sustainable business models. Okay, so in case if you're going to run a business, or in case if you're in a you're going to become a decision making authority in a business space, so how to make an effective decision, or how to optimize your business practices, how to reduce your resource consumption, how to make sure that your product is reaching the customer at the right point without any kind of delays. Okay, so all these technologies will be helpful for you, and all these things will be playing a major role in defining your business. Okay, so the important thing what you need to learn is you need to learn about the different technologies. Stay updated with the technologies. Okay, so maybe you don't think like I am a business person, so why I should learn about these technologies and all. Okay, so now anyway, now everyone are using mobile phones. Okay, while downloading an app or installing an app, maybe you are learning about all those features and other things. Okay, so now we are in a tech savvy world, so you should understand about the use of each and every industry 4.0 technologies, and maybe what technology would be providing you or yielding you the maximum benefit. So depending upon that, you could go for deployment of those kind of technologies for your business. Okay, so this is how you could transform your traditional business into a sustainable business. And while speaking about sustainable business, make sure about your business contributes to environment, economy, and society. Okay, so we are not to discuss much about the societal aspects. So societal aspects means how to engage the local community, what kind of CSR activity, corporate social responsible activities a firm has to undertake, and what kind of benefits or building a school, all these things are all comes under the societal aspects. Okay, so all these things also should be monitored closely. Okay, so if you want to run a better, efficient, sustainable business models, make sure that all these things are a part of your system. Apart from that, we have certain other technologies and techniques also that would make you to make your business more sustainable, and that will be helping you to improve your efficiency. Fine. So with this, I just end my presentation. So today we have discussed about the concept of industry revolution, all the three revolutions, industry 4.0, techniques of industry 4.0, what is meant by sustainability, what is meant by sustainable management, what are the main green business practices to make your business more sustainable. Okay, so I hope I think you could have understood about the concepts which I have told, and yeah, thank you. So in case if you're having any other doubts, you can please ask right now. Yeah, if you have any doubts regarding the implementation of things, or how the thing, how the concepts which I told is working and all, you can please ask. And we have a society called as Ellen MacArthur Foundation. Basically, it's a UK-based organization. If you want to learn more about the circular economy case studies, you could just refer those websites. Okay, so Ellen MacArthur Association. Okay, so that is one of the centralized body which works for development of circular economy and circular supply chain kind of process. Fine. So any doubts, you can ask it. You can ask right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I hope you most of you could have understood all the things. So fine. So thank you. Yeah.
I'm audible, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you're
audible.
audible, audible. So participants, do you have any questions, please? So I think they'll be messaging you, sir.
Yeah, fine, ma'am. Fine. Not
Okay,
much.
okay.
Yeah.
So let it be. So Shweta,
Ma'am.
yeah. Can you give the vote of thanks, pa?
Okay, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Dear esteemed guests, distinguished faculty member, and other delegates on behalf of Coimbatore Management Association. I'm Shweta S. from First MBA Department of Business Administration, Avanashilingam Institute for Home Science and Higher Education for Women. I am here to propose the vote of thanks. It is our immense gratitude and appreciation that we extend our heartfelt thanks to Dr. R. Ben Ruben for gracing us with his insights during the session on sustainability in Industry 4.0 green business practices. Your insights are not only inspired us but have also empowered us to embark of the journey towards creating a more sustainable future for industries and communities. I thank the organization of Coimbatore Management Association. We are grateful for the efforts of the Coimbatore Management Organization and faculties in delivering the session. Once again, I thank you, our esteemed guests, faculties, and the students for our presence here today. And we hope that you are all gained valuable insights from this session. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank
So
you,
once
sir.
again,
Thank you.
on my behalf, I extend my thanks for Mr. Varadarajan sir, the president of CMA, and Dr. Ravindran sir, the secretary, and Sujitra madam for organizing the session. Thank
Thanks
you,
a
ma'am.
lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
And in case, if you want to discuss any other things regarding the presentation, my number is available with ma'am. So anytime you can
Okay.
contact me. Fine. Thank
Sure.
you. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay
Thank
then.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.